to be a better man and a better father, or they was gonna take me out of here. You know what I mean? Yep. Now listen here. I always been a providing man, and I always been a caring man. But what I was missing was that stability, that reliability, and that consistency that come with being a father. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Now check this out. It's a lot of us grew up without a good dad or a male figure around. So we didn't have them father-son talks that came in a canoe on a lake at a fishing trip. Yeah. We got ours at the dice game, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And look at here. Uncle wasn't talking directly to you. He was shaking that thing up, and you had to be able to pick up what he was putting down. You know? So we out there watching. Uncle say, baby need new shoes. Yeah. Uncle say, goddamn right, huh? You know what I mean? Uncle say, Daddy gotta pay the rent. You say, okay, I feel you. It get real good to him. He say, Papa gotta fill the refrigerator, you know what I mean? But check out what we never heard him say, guys. We never heard him say, baby need new shoes. And Daddy gonna be at that dance recital to watch her dancing. You heard me? We never heard him say, Papa gotta pay the rent. So Mama don't have to. You understand me? And we definitely never heard him say, Daddy gotta fill that refrigerator, help Mama cook that food, dress that table, help them kids get a bath and usher them off the bed. You feel me? We ain't never heard that at the dice game. That wasn't part of the game. But luckily for me, I had 5 women giving me 5 sets of rules for the last 13 years. And 8 of them years, Obama's ass was in office, so the standards for a black man was way up here. You feel me? Them girls are trying to step their shit up like Michelle, and they wanted me to step my shit up like Obama. You know what I'm saying? I tried it. This shit ain't work, but I tried it. You know what I'm saying? I take them rules, like when 3 of them say, we don't want you smoking so much weed. The other 2 say, we don't want you smoking so much weed around the kids. So I say, shit, y'all don't want me to stop smoking weed. Y'all want me to stop smoking so much and don't smoke around the babies. You know what I'm saying? So what I do, instead of me smoking a big old fat blunt on the back porch while them kids is eating dinner, I wait till they go take a shower, slide around the side of the house, take a little drag off my one ear. You know what I mean? I figure, no harm, no foul. You feel me? Now I've been working on rules pretty good. But here lately, my 12-year-old daughter been hanging around me a lot. And she's a snitch, you know what I'm saying? Look at here. She caught me on the phone the other day talking to the girl. I say, yeah, the baby's over here, but you're welcome to come over and watch a movie with us, you know what I mean? As soon as I hang up the phone, my daughter right there. Who's that coming over, Daddy? I say, why, what's up with you? She said, you know the rules. Mama said, you can't have no things around us. You feel me? I say, that's a lie. That's your brother mama rule. Your mama rule is I can't have no funky things around y'all. You know what I'm saying? So look what she say. She say, okay, I see you, Daddy. When she come over here, I'ma smell her. And if she funky, I'm calling Mama. You know what I'm saying? I say, you little snitching ass. Look here. And she got another little matching snitch that be with her. That's my 13-year-old son. Man, they 1 year apart. They look just alike. They inseparable, man. Every time you see one, you see the other one everywhere they go. And I don't know how the hell they keep pulling this off because they got different mamas. You know what I'm saying? How the hell y'all everywhere at the same time? But them 2 little rascals show up to my townhouse every weekend and disrespect all my little square footage, man. I'm trying to tell you. They come in there, stuff candy paper all down in my lazy leather laybacks. You know what I'm talking about? They drink up all my cream soda, Dr. Peppers, and my old man Pepsis. Eat up all my snacks. And then when the snacks is done, they go in there and put jelly on my wheat thins and start making finger sandwiches for themselves. You know what I'm talking about? Hell yeah. I came downstairs last night. They done snatched all the raisins out my Raisin Bran. They in there having a damn raisin fight in the kitchen, you know what I mean? But look here, I seen that shit. I slid through the kitchen in my socks, scooped up a handful of raisins, and joined the damn fight, you know what I mean? Fuck that, you know what I mean? What kind of daddy I'll be to miss out on a good raisin fight, you feel me? Shit, look here, their mama say that's why they don't respect me because I play too much. But I figure, shit, man. well, that's how we gonna make these memories, right?
That's right.
So when they think about daddy, I want them to think them was stupid as hell. You know what I'm saying? My daddy was stupid as hell. Look, I got 4 older kids, they all in their 20s. Don't none of them call me daddy, pops, none of that affectionate stuff. They call me bruh, you know what I mean? Big homie, champ, you know what I mean?
Right.
My 20-year-old son, he called me straight by my first name.
Wow.
He walk in the barbershop and say, hey, yo, Rich, I need to holler at you about something, man. I say, damn, man, I'm your daddy. He say, I know. That's why I need to holler at you about this, you know what I mean? But look at here. The thing that really matters is that you're present and available. Let me get that water right there. You mind if I get that water? Let me get this water real quick, y'all. You got to be present and available. Now, that's what's most important for these young men, especially in these times we in.
That's right.
Because these people treating us rough out here, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Now, I wish I was present and available when they grabbed that 67-year-old lady by her head and threw her on the ground. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know how many of y'all seen that, but that shit hurt me. And I wish I was present and available when I see these officers slam these little girls on the ground in school. You see what I'm saying? That shit make me want to be a janitor. You know what I mean? For real. I ain't bullshitting. But being present and available is most important. Now, I know all y'all seen the movie Judas and the Black Messiah, right? Now, could you imagine if you lived down the block from Fred Hampton down the block around the corner? What kind of stories you would have?
Boy.
Okay, I got some stories. Because I live down the street and around the corner from a man named Connie Tyndale.
Okay.
Now, y'all can Google this man. Connie, and his last name is spelled Tindall. This is a member of the Wilmington 10. The Wilmington 10 is a group that sprung up in Wilmington, North Carolina in the midst of the desegregation period.
Right.
Late 60s, early 70s. Now, this group of people, he lived right down the street from me. This group of people got locked up for 29 years for arson and conspiracy to commit arson of a white-owned grocery store. You see what I'm saying? They did 10 years, had their sentences overturned, and in 2012, the people's finally pardoned for something that happened in 1971.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
A real group called the Wilmington 10. This is who brought me up. Members of this group talked to me as a little boy running out down the street at the dice game. That's who I was there with. Now check this out. Let me take you back to the history of Wilmington, North Carolina to show y'all why this group sprung up. We got to go all the way back to Civil War times. Get your eardrums ready. We got to go all the way back to Civil War times. 1861 to 1864. Abraham Lincoln had to bomb the port of Wilmington from the sea. They ran out of ammunition. Had to go gather all the silver, right? 1864, they broke through. Then 1865, they freed the slaves. January 31st, 1865. That's my birthday, by the way. January 31st. You see what I'm saying? They freed the slaves. Now, black people done been working for over 400 years in this country. White people ain't work at all. So when they let them go 35 years later, black people owned it. You understand what I'm saying? That they not gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you tonight. We own North Carolina, the strong point of this country. That was the strong point, Wilmington, North Carolina. The greatest port on the East Coast, the only port that flows directly into the Atlantic Ocean. That's why it's so important. Let me tell you, that's where I grew up at now. Now, hold up. November 10th. 1898, blacks owning the whole thing. They got schools, churches, post office, newspapers, everything, right? November 10th, 1898, they march in there. The first successful insurrection in American history. They keep saying something about insurrection on the news. That was a temper tantrum. That was not no insurrection. You feel what I'm saying? Now, at the Capitol building, 4 people lost their lives, unfortunately. 1898 in Wilmington, over 400 black people lost their lives. Now let me tell you how. The troops from the National Guard Armory, along with the Ku Klux Klan, and the white supremacists marched in town around 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, and got to burning them in their homes. They burned the businesses, they burned the church, they burned the schools. You heard me? They went and got all the black lawmakers, made them resign that day. Now y'all might have heard black people was Republicans one time. We was until that day. You see what I'm saying? They said we was free one time. We was until that day. Now William McKinley was the president during that time, and he ain't do nothing about it. So that set fire under all the other white supremacists. You know what they did? They burnt South Carolina. They burnt Georgia. They burnt Florida. By 1921, they bombed Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now check this out. Warren G. Harding was the president at that time. Instead of him doing something, they went and locked up Marcus Garvey for mail fraud. How about that? Now let's go back to 1898, because every president from 1898 to 1960 let us get drugged, kicked, burned, bombed. You understand what I'm saying? Fire hose, dogs put on it, until Kennedy wanted to do something in 63, right? That's when they killed Medgar Evers. Next year they killed Kennedy. Next year they killed Malcolm X. The next year the Panthers rose up. They start stomping them out. You understand what I'm saying? Then they killed Martin, right? That was 68. My man, young Connie Tyndale, was 18 then. You understand what I'm saying? So he grabbed the troops and he stood up, and they start standing in front of all the churches, all the schools. You see what I'm saying? Everything black, they stood out there. And they had one white woman with them. You know what they had her there for? To keep the dogs and the fire hoses off them. You see what I'm saying? That one woman kept them safe, but she didn't keep them from all them 29 years. Now check this out. By 1971, they locked him up. By 1986, he was back on the street. I was 12 years old, walking home from school in the 6th grade. He's standing in front of the barber shop. When I